Hi, my name is Casey Hintz and welcome to my presentation. This presentation will focus on social and emotional wellbeing as a social justice issue in primary schools. The presentation will consider its impacts on the beginning teacher meeting the Australian Professional Standards for Teaching and includes a plan that will be discussed in relation to social and emotional wellbeing. According to Ashman and Elkins, social justice is a theory where justice is achieved in every aspect, in which individuals and groups receive fair treatment and an unbiased share of the benefits of society. Teachers need to be aware of social justice because when social justice is achieved, there is an increase in educational outcomes for all students. It is imperative that teachers provide an education fairly to all students in order to achieve social justice. Social and emotional wellbeing, also known as mental health, is having the ability to function well, both socially and emotionally. Positive social and emotional well-being is important because it helps us live a healthy, enjoyable life with feelings of happiness and enjoyment. It allows us to manage our thoughts, feelings and behaviours, therefore allowing us to maintain positive relationships and live a healthy and enjoyable life. Contrary to a positive social and emotional well-being, there are a number of people who experience negative social and emotional well-being. This is also known as a mental health problem, which can be defined as experiencing negative thoughts, feelings and behaviours. It involves feelings of sadness, worry and stress. Negative social and emotional well-being or mental health problems are not only evident in adults. Studies show that children from a young age can experience mental health problems. Children who have mental health problems may find it difficult to function academically well in the classroom and therefore may struggle to meet the outcomes outlined by the Australian curriculum. They may have difficulty functioning well socially in a school context, difficulty participating in classroom and playground activities, and difficulty communicating and interacting socially with teachers and peers. Kids Matter state that good mental health is vital for learning. Children who have positive social and emotional well-being or positive mental health learn better and are able to cooperate better with peers. They are also believed to benefit more from experiences. Kids Matter also state that students with negative social and emotional well-being experience negative relationships with families, friends and school staff. Evidence suggests that for students to learn effectively, a safe and secure environment where they can express and have their social and emotional needs met must be available to them. There are many aspects of a classroom environment and teaching ability that can be impacted by social and emotional wellbeing issues. These include providing positive feedback, managing student behaviour, positive peer interactions within the classroom, positive teacher-student relationships, and student engagement with school and learning. All these aspects are vital to a positive social environment and are fundamental for the operation of a safe and supportive classroom. Social and emotional well-being can affect these aspects, and when this occurs, the classroom can suddenly move from positive, safe and supportive to an environment that impacts on both teaching and learning. Social and emotional well-being is connected to social justice, as Bernard indicates that students who develop positive habits for mental health are able to respond socially to help build a world with fairness and justice for all. His research also states that social and emotional well-being has a distinctive and unique relationship with motivation and academic achievement. Ensuring students have a fair, unbiased education, regardless of their mental health, is directly linked to achieving social justice. Social and emotional well-being plays a large role in the professional standards of teaching outlined by the Australian Institute for Teaching and School Leadership. Standard 1. Know the students and how they learn. It is important for teachers to know the students and their current social and emotional well-being. The teacher needs to consider the diverse nature and learning styles of the student. Standard 4. Create and maintain supportive and safe learning environment. Standard 4 involves creating and maintaining a supportive environment for all students. It is important for the teacher to support and maintain students' social and emotional well-being in order to achieve this standard. Standard 7. Engage professionally with colleagues, parents or carers and the community. This standard is important when considering relationships with parents in regards to students' needs and social and emotional well-being status. The Hunter Institute of Mental Health states that mental health problems are considered a major public health issue with 1 in 5 Australians experiencing a mental health illness in their lifetime. A study conducted by Urbis concluded that 14% of children and young adolescents had negative or poor social and emotional well-being. The Australian Bureau of Statistics state that another survey conducted in 2004 and 2005 showed that 10% of children aged between 10 and 14 had reported having mental health problems. With these high prevalence rates in children, it is important for schools and teachers to develop students' social and emotional well-being in order to improve students' positive behaviours and to help prevent negative behaviours. Experts state that social and emotional well-being is influenced by a complex interconnected system known as the biopsychosocial model. It explains that the mental health is affected by interplay of social, biological and psychological factors. The symptoms of social and emotional well-being are classified into 2 different types: internalised symptoms and externalised symptoms. Students experiencing internalised symptoms show behaviours that are repressed. These include students being nervous, negative, anxious, worried, fearful and withdrawn. Students showing internalised symptoms will often have peer relationship difficulties. Students experiencing externalised symptoms express behaviours that are impulsive and reactive, such as aggression or oppositional behaviours. Building students' social and emotional well-being and competence provides students with the ability to learn and solve problems non-violently, and studies indicate that the vast majority of children can improve these competencies and that academics are closely linked with social and emotional well-being. There are various strategies that can be put in place to overcome social and emotional well-being issues in primary schools. These strategies include Responsibility Program. This is a program that aims to improve mental health of young Australians. Support staff such as chaplain and guidance counsellors. Learning and Wellbeing Framework. The Learning and Wellbeing Framework was developed by Education Queensland and has details on how schools can build positive learning culture. The framework provides challenging, interactive and engaging learning experiences and by nurturing relationships with family and the wider community. Bucket Filling. Bucket Filling is a program based on the resource and storybook Have You Filled a Bucket Today, written by Carol McLeod. The focus is on children spreading their love and good feelings to others by filling each other's emotional buckets. There are multiple pages of free and interactive resources to accompany the book. You Can Do It program. This is a well-researched and evidence-based program that is aligned perfectly with the Australian curriculum and focuses on building empathy and communication, emotion management, coping skills and decision-making. Kids Matter. Kids Matter is a framework that provides methods, tools and support to help schools work with parents and carers, health services and the wider community to nurture happy and balanced kids. The program has proven to make a positive difference in Australian schools. When exploring strategies, policies or programs in a schooling environment, time, cost and available resources needs to be considered. Implementing extensive programs may be difficult for a beginning teacher. In this case, strategies that are simple and cost-effective are more desirable. After considering all these factors, the strategies, programs or policies chosen for this plan include bucket filling, Kids Matter and support staff. Setting up the plan may take several weeks, even months, but once in place would be extremely effective. The plan is delivered on both a daily and weekly basis and endeavours to both prevent negative social and emotional well-being and support and maintain positive social and emotional well-being. In the classroom, bucket filling will become an effective tool implemented at the beginning of the school year. The concept of filling an emotional bucket will be explored and addressed explicitly. Beth Newingham provides teachers with a step-by-step process to introduce bucket filling and includes resources that can be used. Bucket filling will constantly be reinforced to students in order to provide students with a supportive classroom environment. Filling students with positive ideas and thoughts provides them with an ability to practice and express acts of kindness, appreciation and love on a daily basis that can extend into the school and the community. Additionally, receiving a compliment in one's bucket can build self-esteem and improve the social and emotional well-being. Newingham writes that bucket filling builds strong bonds between students and classrooms at any grade level. suggesting this program is ideal for a primary setting. Moving on from there, the teacher may distribute through newsletters, emails or displays in the classroom brochures or handouts about a wide range of social and emotional skills and difficulties. The teacher would then undergo training in Kids Matter programs and dedicate at least half an hour a week to engaging students in Kids Matter tasks or activity of the chosen program. This is the most time-consuming and difficult part of the program, but is essential for effective and explicit teaching of social and emotional skills dealing with negative thoughts and feelings. This will allow students to develop positive habits and improve their social and emotional well-being. It should also serve as a reminder to students the importance of having a positive outlook on life. Lastly, the teacher should use school support staff such as chaplains or guidance counsellors to assist in building students' positive social and emotional well-being. A school chaplain is a safe person that students can speak and gain support. Chaplains help students find better ways to deal with issues ranging from family breakdown and loneliness, depression and anxiety, all features that can impact students' social and emotional well-being. They provide a listening ear and a caring presence for kids in crisis. Guidance officers support the social and emotional well-being of groups and individuals in the school environment, including teachers, students and their families. They work directly with students to gain an understanding of their social and emotional well-being and provide students with guidance tailored to their needs. Together, these roles provide an opportunity to support students through the social and emotional programs that endeavour to increase learning outcomes and overall social and emotional well-being. This plan, if successful, would provide students with a school and a classroom environment that has a positive ambience. Students would encourage and support each other through bucket filling, and teaching of Kids Matter programs and lessons would reinforce social and emotional skills to deal with common crisis or negative feelings. The teacher would educate the parents of the classroom processes and school support staff that are available. Weekly brochures developed by Kids Matter would provide them with a wealth of knowledge about social and emotional well-being. Support from the guidance officer and the chaplain would be in place in order to improve the overall social and emotional well-being of the student, consequently improving student learning outcomes. Strength of this plan relies on the persistent and constant delivery of Kids Matter lessons and weekly brochures to the families. Each document that reaches the home of students delivers appropriate and useful information to assist parents in identifying early warning signs and strategies to support the parents with addressing the issue. Involving parents benefits students' social and emotional well-being, as research shows that children have better self-esteem, are more self-disciplined, and show higher ambitions and motivation towards school if parents are involved. The brochures provide internet links and websites that are easily accessible for anyone with computer access. The internet provides a wealth of knowledge and support for parents who are seeking support. Further strengths include the bucket filling process on a daily or weekly basis. Evidence shows that bucket filling aids to assist in bullying prevention and provides students with an appropriate way to interact with one another. These positive social interactions build the confidence and self-esteem of students and aid in building positive social and emotional well-being. The guidance officer and chaplain play a positive part in providing students with skills that develop social and emotional well-being. Students are able to engage without cost with a trained professional to provide students with a wealth of knowledge and appropriate skills to develop their coping skills and overall social and emotional well-being. This is an immense strength of the plan, as the resource is there at no cost and is easily accessible to any child in need. As well as obtaining important strengths, this plan also shows weaknesses. The information brochures that are delivered to the homes of all students are accessible by all parents. However, some parents will either not receive the handouts because students don't deliver them, or some parents may not understand the theories and ideas for various reasons. In theory, involving parents seems a great way to improve the social and emotional well-being of students, but according to Ashman and Elkins, it is difficult to involve parents as some family arrangements don't allow for this. The school needs to be recognised as a resource for parents and considered a major priority in order for the strategy to be effective. Another weakness embedded within the plan is time. Teachers are often pushed for time, and even including a half-hour lesson a week can be considered unmanageable. Teachers are so focused on teaching the curriculum and addressing the academic needs of students that social and emotional motivation programs are often considered last. Another issue with time can be setting up the bucket filling program and maintaining a daily interaction with the bucket filling. Teachers will need to ensure that the programs are incorporated into a daily and weekly plan and understand that they are an imperative aspect of students' education. To be effective, the Kids Matter and bucket filling programs will need to be done religiously and consistently. Another weakness found in the plan is the cost and time factors of undergoing Kids Matter training. Although some resources are free, the brochures and information handouts, the programs and lesson sequence require payment and teacher training. With financial and time restrictions, some schools may not be able to address this aspect of the plan. The plan presents numerous opportunities to the school, students, parents and the teacher. The plan provides an opportunity for the parents to become more involved in their child's learning through the use of interacting with information brochures. The plan provides students the opportunity to build peer relationships through bucket filling and provides a solid foundation for a positive student-teacher relationship. The plan can provide the school with a possible whole school approach of Kids Matter, allowing teachers to be trained and filled with appropriate knowledge to address social and emotional wellbeing in primary schools. As well as opportunities, there are numerous threats that need to be considered when developing and implementing this plan. The threats could affect the outcome and success of the plan and include students not willing to develop skills and putting up self-inflicted barriers, students not participating appropriately with bucket filling tasks, Kids Matter program not being effectively implemented and supported due to the lack of change in attitudes, beliefs and behaviours in leadership teams and staff, parents not willing to use support staff such as guidance counsellors and chaplains, timing and costing issues associated with training for and implementing the plan. This presentation allowed me to develop a greater understanding of social and emotional wellbeing. It also provided me with the opportunity to learn more about the prevalence and impact of social and emotional wellbeing in a primary school environment. I discovered that it is imperative that teachers and schools address social and emotional wellbeing issues in the schooling context, as there is vast amount of evidence that suggests that positive social and emotional wellbeing contribute to improved learning outcomes and enhanced behaviour and social development, which are all important for a healthy and enjoyable lifestyle. It is important for teachers and schools to address social and emotional wellbeing issues and apply social and emotional learning programs and interventions in order to improve the social and emotional wellbeing of students. As a future educator, I have developed an increased awareness and appreciation for the 7 standards of education and how they can be impacted by students' social and emotional wellbeing. I have developed a greater understanding of the need to encourage families to be involved with their child's social and emotional development to build a positive relationship. I have established an appreciation for the importance of building peer relationships and student-teacher relationships. I have acquired a wealth of strategies such as bucket filling and programs such as Kids Matter to implement into my future classroom to address the social and emotional wellbeing of my future students.